Good morning, everybody. It is another chilly one out here. I keep getting told spring is coming. I think I'm being lied to. It's cold, but it looks pretty. So there's that, I suppose. We don't have, I don't think, too many garage sales today, but it does look like there's a nice little handful. We just got started. We've hit 3, I think, so far. One of them, we found a board game. I think it was called the Stock Market. And we got that for 75 cents. And it's selling for $30 to $35. Quite a bit. Sell rate looks pretty solid on that one. For 30, 35 bucks, we paid 75 cents. So we're excited about that. And then I also found an ironing handle or something. Little iron. And I bought it last year as well. Last year, I think I paid $3 for it. Today, I got it for $1. And it was like 2 listed and 19 sold. It was a really good sell rate, and it sells for 20 to 25. So we've already found 2 pretty good eBay sales and a few things for ourselves. Just some lotion, some sprays, cleaning product. That was sitting on a free table, guys. So we'll take that. So it's been a pretty solid start for us so far. What do you think, honey?
It's cold. It's 21 degrees. I'm not feeling 100%, so it's not my best morning.
She's struggling a little bit this morning. I even had to find the board game for her. She loves those board games. She would have never missed that game on a normal day. So she's trying to truck through it. Because she'll get even more sick if she doesn't do some work today. So this is what keeps her going, guys. So she is fighting through it. Isn't that right, honey? Work, it's what keeps you going.
I like work. There's frost on the corn.
Yeah, there's, I don't know if we can see it flying by, but it's almost April, guys, which is mind-blowing enough as it is to me. And it's still this cold. And we're kind of done with it, right, honey?
Yes, we're done with it.
We're done. We're done with it. But we are on to the next little grouping of sales here. Like I said, I don't think today is a 30, 40, 50 garage sale day, but we're hoping there's a good 10, 12 of them out here, so we at least have a handful more that we can go to and hope to find something else. We did almost got a cornhole set. It was a little bit smaller. One of those like ESPN cornhole sets. They had barely used it, but it was one of those where the guy seen me from across the garage looking at it and came over and started talking to me, and then started throwing out prices when it was one of those donation garage sales that the Amish like to do. But then he came over and he definitely had a price. So unfortunately, we didn't get to try the cornhole set, but other than that, it's been pretty good. So we're heading off to the next little grouping here, and I'll get back in touch with you. Alright, guys, so we just left a garage sale. I was going to try to do a little clip in there, but it was kind of loud and a little crazy in there. So I just figured I'd step out here and talk about it. But I need your guys' opinion, maybe. Maybe some of you guys know. I think I'm just going to have to buy one and try to look around and find some information about it myself, just play with it a little bit. But at these Amish garage sales, one thing I run into fairly frequently is old typewriters, and a lot of times they're in pretty good condition. I just seen one, the brand was Underwood Champion, I think is what it was, and a lot of times they're in really good shape, and these garage sales, they have them for $10 or less. This one was only $5, and when I just took like a screenshot of it real quick, you know, the brand Underwood was selling anywhere from like $80 to, I seen one close to $200. And a lot of them even said untested with no ribbon, still sold for like $100. And they were, you know, a lot of them were slightly different looking models than the one I had here, and, you know, all kinds of different years on them. So I'd have to really like look it up and know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to have to buy one and do some further research on it. To kind of get the gist, because I feel like between last year and this is the first one I've seen this year, but between last year, maybe even the year before now, I feel like I'm leaving some money behind on these typewriters. So let me know if I'm a little off. Maybe they look similar, but they're not actually the same as the kind of ones that I'm finding. Maybe I'm dead wrong, but I feel like we find them fairly frequently at these Amish garage sales for around $5, and it looks like a lot of them sell 80 to 150-ish, and I just feel like I'm leaving a lot of money there. So if any of you guys have any idea, please let me know. And like I said, I think I'm just gonna have to buy the next cheap one I see and just play around with it a bit and try to figure some stuff out. But let me know if you guys have any idea. Alright guys, so just wanted to kind of recap what we went through today, what we were able to find today. We only hit about 8 garage sales this morning. We're excited for Thursday. There's another 25 to 30 garage sales on Thursday, so hopefully that'll be a great day for us. But we did manage to find a couple of things today while we were out and about, so I wanted to go over that and show that to you. So we did get this board game stock market game. We got it for 75 cents. And this one was actually selling quite frequently for about $30 to $35. So this is exciting. If this is all in here for 75 cents, we didn't even bother opening it up to look yet. Chris loves going through these board games, checking all the pieces, especially these older ones. She loves sitting and going through these. So for 75 cents, something that she'll enjoy doing, and if it's all there, again, $30 to $35. So excited about that one. This here, we have a custom sealing iron. Now, I found this exact same one last year as well. Paid $3 for it, I believe, and sold it for about 20 bucks. This year, I found it for $1. So if we can turn one into another $20, I already tested it and listed it. This worked great. So we got that listed for, I think I have it listed for 25 right now. But if we can get at least 20 for that, for $1, that'd be fantastic. And then we found all of this. This was actually all free at one of the garage sales. A lot of times they do donations or they just put stuff for free. So like this is just a half bottle here. About 3/4 of a bottle there. So just some hand soap, a little bit of lotion. And then all the rest of this was like brand new. I mean, it's like completely full. It's crazy. This is full. This is some air freshener. So all these cleaning supplies, air freshener, there's some lotion, hand soap, all for free, guys. It was crazy. They brought us a bag and everything. So we just loaded up on all that. You can always use any of that. And then for a small donation, we did find, we get 2, 3 of them. They're just these big tablecloths for Easter, but the kids can draw on them, color on them. There's little activities to do on them. So this is what the whole tablecloth looks like for Easter. So we've sold some different ones, different holidays of these before. So this was a cool little find there too for the kiddos. So all in all, for just 8 garage sales, we did pretty good. Like I said, I already listed the sealing iron for $25, and the board game, if it's all there, will be $30, $35. Free cleaning supplies and the Easter tablecloth cover. So we're super excited for what little bit we had today. It was worth getting up and getting out there. You just never know, guys, especially most of the time when we know, like a morning like this morning, we knew there wasn't a whole lot and it was cold. It was like, do we really want to? Chris not feeling 100%, but it just seems like those are always the times we find something. So we try to always get ourselves out there regardless of the situation. So it turned out great this morning. Again, cannot wait for Thursday, having about 30 of them to go to. Also, we're going to put a little clip in there. I took a little video. We found another garage sale with their homemade cookies, and I think there was like noodles and maybe some Rice Krispie treats or something like that. And I'm telling you, every time we go out, it seems like there's at least one selling all these goodies. And man, today they just looked great. There was like M&M cookies. There was like bright colored frosted cookies. Oh man, sometimes it's difficult to leave those, but you guys got to check that out. They looked really good this morning. But that is it for today. Thank you guys for joining along with us. And we will see you guys in just a couple days. Should be a good one on Thursday. See you guys soon.